Hi guys, so I'm back in my dining room slash studio. On Friday the province announced some more restrictions based on what was happening with COVID. While this feels kind of like it's a step back, I'm going to try and look at it as a positive. Over the past couple of weeks we kind of went from basically no cases and we kind of started rocketing up to like 15, 25, and it's just starting to look like we're getting into a situation where it might get out of control. Now I know if you look at the rest of the country, we're massively below them, and that's a good thing. I mean, we always knew a second wave was going to come, and I honestly thought we'd be looking like September-ish for it. But you know, the closer we get to Christmas, the harder it is for us to be away from our families during the holidays. So if these new restrictions kind of help us get to that kind of holiday so we can have a more normal Christmas, it's not going to be the Christmas that we normally would have, but the closer we can to normal and the further away from a lockdown Christmas we can be, obviously the better. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about was the impact that these restrictions are going to have on all of us. Basically, you know, we were allowed to be around in groups of 10. Now we're down to 5. So, you know, if you and your 5 friends want to go to a restaurant, you can. If you're having people come to your home, you can have 5 people come to your home. Again, that's down from 10 again. It doesn't sound that bad, but at the same time it sounds kind of drastic because you've dropped from half the people you could have. But I do think it's really important where we are starting to see signs of community spread. And I think it's really important that we kind of think about like our behaviours, because while these feel like they are, you know, more restrictions and it feels like a bad thing, it does feel like it's a preemptive measures to make sure that, you know, we can get back to kind of having everything under control and hopefully get to the end of this without having any like major lockdowns again. And I think where like our behaviour comes into that is most of the shopping and grocery that Gina and I do is like through pickups and curbside pickups. So, you know, I haven't gone in a grocery store for a while, not since like March or so. And, you know, the only times that I have gone in places is to run in and grab a few things that I need. And I noticed like a couple of weeks ago that there was people walking against the arrows, people were like bumping up together, and, you know, I think we got really comfortable and felt like, you know, we're in a like bubble and we're safe and, you know, nothing's going to go wrong. Maybe that was true to a certain degree. Maybe we got a little bit complacent, but we're now in a situation where that's no longer true. So we do need to get into the habits that we had, you know, April and May, where we were following the arrows, we were staying away from people. Because the truth is, as hard as it is and as annoying as it feels, if the worst thing you have to do in a day is put a mask on and stand 2 feet away from strangers, it's not that bad. And, you know, one of my big concerns right now is everybody's safety, and also, you know, the local businesses. Like, I know I talk a lot about local businesses and supporting local businesses, but it is really important. And, you know, with the Instagram account where, you know, we follow our local businesses, and, you know, we see regularly how they're struggling and how they're trying to adapt and how they're trying to change to make sure they can keep their business afloat. There's a lot of times when people go to a local business and say, hey, sponsor my event. Now we kind of need to be like, hey, go and support them because they've looked after us and they've been here and they are fixtures of our community, and they've lost all the tourism that we normally have. They've lost all the summer, and for them to lose the Christmas and the holiday season as well is going to be really, really tough on them economically. So we're not in a position where we're locked down. We're not in a position where we can't go and shop. We've got to stick to the restrictions that are on with the stores. But if you can just go out and buy one gift from a local vendor, or, you know, a lot of them are moving stuff online, if there's anything you can do, even if it's just $10, that's a big difference for somebody that's, you know, running paycheck to paycheck effectively. We owe it to each other, and we owe it to each other as a community to make sure that we keep each other safe, that we can get through what has been a difficult and long year, and also that we can make sure that the local businesses and the, you know, the things that make our community so great are still here when COVID ends. I'm going to link in the description below the website, which will give you a list of all the restrictions that are in place. Right now it's been shared pretty well, so I'm pretty sure most people know. But it's important that we all do our part and work together, because that's what communities do. The good news is we're not in a lockdown. We can still go out to our local businesses, where we can still have guests come into our home. There's still some good here. We've still got the technology and the Zooms and the Google Meets and FaceTime and all the stuff that we had before. And if we can just knuckle down for these next couple of weeks, you know, we might be able to, you know, see more people and have a more inclusive Christmas than what it feels like right now. So I know we can do it. We've been doing it all year. We just gotta kick on a little bit and get to the end. What I like for you guys, if you can let me know if there's anywhere that's a local business that you think is doing something really cool or you just want to support, drop them in the comment below, whether this is on Facebook, throw a comment in there, DM me. I'm going to start trying to reach out to some people and see what they have in terms of how they're running their business on Christmas, if there's anything we can promote in terms of, you know, pickups or deliveries or whatever they're doing, just so we can help support that local community. And most importantly, hope you guys all stay safe. I got my Christmas tree up early because I love Christmas and it's been one of them years. And I hope you guys are going to do something fun this weekend, whether it's decorating the Christmas tree, Santa Claus is coming around. And you know, let's just try and stay positive as we can and as happy as we can.
Cool. You know the jungle has its rules, and I just gotta keep it cool, and I'll be treated like a tool.